Welcome to Pipe Week. Welcome to Pipe Week. Welcome to Pipe Week. Hello, everybody. My name is Ed. I'm in my armchair, and the smoking lamp is lit. Day 2 of Pipe Week. And guess what I'm smoking today? Yes, the holy grail of my pipe collecting. The Stanwell 01 Nefertiti by Sixten Iverson. I had been looking high and low for this. Finally, Thomas Edrup from Belgium found one for me. Now, why is this special? Sixten Iverson, story is, he was making this pipe. Pretty much the same thing. Huh? Look at the top. Now look at the top of this guy. It's not straight across. So he's making this guy, and when he's almost completed, on the top here, there was what he considered a fatal flaw that he didn't see until he was finishing up the pipe. No, Sixten Iverson did not like anything going to waste. And so what he did, inspiration, no idea. But what he did was just cut that part off and leaving this at an angle. And they designated it as the 01 Nefertiti. And obviously not as many of these have been made, so they are very rare, especially to find them out and about to get it. I'd been looking for many a year for this. And it is a nice one. Also of the registration era. So this is anywhere from 1948 to 60 something. So it's fairly old, as it is very unique. Bing Crosby himself is seen smoking this pipe, well, not this one, but that Nefertiti in the show White Christmas. Such a deal, huh? So, Pipe Week, I'm doing a video each day. These will be shorter. I'm kind of breaking out, talking about, explaining what I do in my videos, the parts of my video. yesterday, talked more or less about my smoking journey. Today, a little bit more about the pipes. And I do have a video to show you of my collection. And that'll be soon. So the main thing with me collecting pipes, the big change was once I'd been retired, I got my first pipe through buying it online. Because around here, there's no pipe shops. I retired and moved back home. They've all kind of turned into cigars only. So I actually bought a pipe online and started kind of getting used to that, because I really had never done anything like that before I retired. I don't mind shopping, so that's what I did. And I, at about that same time, decided was starting to learn what YouTube had. It means anything. And I started working with YouTube and wanted to learn how to clean up pipes, recondition pipes. I had my dad's pipes, my pipes, and they are old. I mean, my first pipe was bought it in '69. So that got me more and more involved with YouTube. And it also got me more involved with going online. And as part of that, I was learning how to refurbish pipes and learning about eBay and stuff. I started buying pipes by bulk, 7 to 10 pipes at a time, to practice refurbishing them. And as I've said, this became the hobby. So I started buying a lot of pipes like that, started working with the pipes, and build up a fair amount of knowledge on that. It was fun, but I also started getting more and more involved with pipes. And now, some of the pipes, give you an idea. This has happened since I've retired. I can remember when I hit just before I had 200 pipes. I thought, that's plenty of pipes. I don't need to get any more pipes. But then I would see something I would want, check something else out, maybe buy a bunch to refurbish. Anyway, I'm now over 400. What a knucklehead. I have learned that I like almost a bunch of the classic type pipes. I like the billiards. I like, the bulldogs, the bent, straight, Umpaws, the Canadians. I showed you yesterday a Canadian from my dad. I also got from my dad a poker. And that was the first Canadian I ever had, and the first poker I ever had. I have a fair amount now because I love pokers. Canadians. My parents got me a church warden from the Sherlock Holmes Museum in London. That was my first church warden. And I have a bunch now. Just love smoking them. Have a fair amount, which I really like, are the semi-church wardens. Really enjoying those. And then, as I said, I started collecting the Sixted Everson pipes. And that, it's like collecting with a purpose. Yeah, I needed an excuse. Basically, again, I've always been a collector, and it just got to the point that was always fun to have a pipe being on order for me. And of course, if I actually get to a pipe shop, like I saw Doug Owen at the Cargo Hold in Washington, then to detect, there's a tinderbox about an hour, maybe more away from here, that I did go to. So I'll buy a pipe from there. Just love having those pipes. I got my first hors d'oeuvre pipe. Never really heard of them before, but on eBay there was a pipe that was just gorgeous. I wanted it. And I messed up because I did not get it. I didn't do the homework to find out how expensive the hors d'oeuvre pipes are. And so I bid what was a nice price for me, but it didn't come close, I guess. But being obsessed with that pipe, I started checking out hors d'oeuvres. And so now I have about 8, 10, because I really loved, I hit the button, how thin those are. I don't clench, but sitting in here just is really nice. Then I got an hourland pipe, Lord of the Rings, big long church warden, and that got me familiar with sound. So I am finding I really like them. I have never bought a brand new like Dunhill, but I have about 10 Dunhills now. I've got from various places. Some of them just on eBay. Some of them better than others. But I have them. Costellos I have. And lately, in the last year and a half, been buying artisan pipes. Got a London Colin Simon. Got his pipes. Jay Mouton. Eric C. Smoke's pipes. Bunch of individual makers just to get them. That's fun, finding those people. So that is my pipes. I'll show you a video of the pipes right here. Okay. the armchair, the smoking lamp, and a bunch of pipes and tobacco. On my coffee table, because I'm lazy and I want them close. More pipes. A few more pipes. Bunch more pipes. My keychains. Part of them. And more pipes. Hey, my fish tank. Campers. And of course a bunch of jars. And a few more pipes. The collection of my first 5 pipes, which I smoke all of them. Okay. My Stanwells. What a collection. $140 Stanwells. Few more pipes. Lighthouses. One pipe there. Stuck. Lighthouses. Signal lamp. Oh, here we go. My poker pipes. Keychains. But my poker pipes. And we go down a section. My meerschaum pipes. Here are some of my Canadian pipes. Some older ones, pipes. A couple of my grandfather's pipes in there. Of course, my newest ship. Yay. A few more pipes. These are a lot of my umpas along the back there. And a lot of miscellaneous type pipes. My corn cobs. Yes, I have corn cobs. Hey, some Toby mugs. And these are my extra pipes. Some clays. There we go. So there you have my pipes. They're kind of all over the place. And I tried to get most of them. There's a few that in nooks and crannies. But they're pretty much all on display. Any one of them can be chosen. to be my favorite pipe on a particular day or well, any day. I'm smoking a pipe pretty much every day. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video today. Day 2 of Pipe Week. Tomorrow, I will be telling about the smoking lamp. Especially for all you new guys that have not heard it. I usually do this about once a year. The smoking lamp. So, stay tuned. So anyhow, I do hope you like this. And remember, if you don't like something like this, you're not going to get to heaven. So may your smoking lamp always be lit. And take care out there.